This is a fraction review. So, number 1, circle 3/4 of the eggs. There are 4 eggs, so we have to circle 3 of them. Okay, you can shade them in, whatever you want to do, but you have to do something to 3 out of those 4 eggs. This one is shade 3/5 of the circles. Now there's a couple ways we can do this. We can say, well, out of every 5 circles I'm going to shade 3. 1, 2, 3, and shade those. 4, 5, don't shade those. 1, 2, 3, I shade. 4, 5, I don't. Or we can say, well, I have to shade 3/5 of them. There are 5 rows, each with 5 in each row. So I can shade this row, and this row. And that's 3 rows out of 5 rows. Okay, that also works. So it doesn't matter which 15 you should shade 15. It doesn't matter which 15, as long as you shade 15. Alright, number 3. Write the missing fractions on the number line. So for this, in order to figure out which fractions we're missing, we have to count first the spaces. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 equal spaces, and that means 3 is going to be our denominator. Okay, and then we can also say that this is 0 out of 3, and 1 whole is going to be 3 out of 3. So then we just count the numerators across the top. 0, 1, 2. 2/3, 2 out of 3. Over here, circle the fractions that are less than 1/2. So you can use fraction cards for this, or anything else that might help you. 8/9 is more than 1/2. 2/3 is more than 1/2. 1/3 is less than 1/2. 1/5 is less than 1/2. 4/5 is more than 1/2. 4/8 is equal to 1/2. And 3/8 is less than 1/2. So we can circle that. Those are the fractions that are less than 1/2. Alright, number 5. In the number 35.92, the 2 means 2 hundredths. So the acceptable answers are 0.02, okay, or you could say 2 hundredths and spell it out, and hundredths, it has a D and then a THS at the end. 2 hundredths, it means this, it's a tiny part. The 9 means, okay, 9/10. Oops, that's 9 hundredths. The 9 is 9/10, so no 0 in between, or it makes it hundredths, much smaller. You could always also spell it out, 9/10 with a TH on the end. Okay, the 5 means simply 5, okay, or 5. And the 3 means, in this case, it's in the tens place, so it's 3/10, which means 30, or 30. Don't just write the place that it's in. Don't write tens or ones or tenths or hundredths. You have to actually say how many to make it work. Alright, number 6. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, which means 1/2 an hour is equal to 30 minutes. Okay, and 2 hours equals 120 minutes. And then 1/4 hour, half of this, is going to equal 15 minutes. Number 7. You can use counters on this one if you want to. 5 people share 10 pencils. You use pencils. How many pencils does each person get? Well, we have 5 people. We'll draw the people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and I have 10 pencils, so I'll give 1 pencil to everybody. If everybody has 1, I have 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each person gets 2 pencils. What fraction of the pencils did each person get? Each person would get 2/10. So 2 out of 10 pencils. You could also say each person got 1 out of every 5 pencils. 1/5. Either of those are acceptable. So this is just a fraction review.